Okay, Richard, talk for me.
Hello, talk for me. Hello, hello.
Alan.
Hello, talk for me. Hello.
Steve, thanks.
Hello, not doing the talk for me job.
Kira.
Hello.
That's it.
That's it. You don't deserve my hello.
Ooh. Someone's getting sassy. I like it.
Madonna.
Yeah. Okay, let's hit record on that.
Madonna wouldn't do this for free.
There's a lot of things she would, but
It would cost you a small baby from Africa.
yes.
And we're off. Welcome to Exit Frame Left, the show that's as delightful as a kitten that's tearing your Christmas tree apart. It's the Christmas special, that special time of year where we celebrate the birth of capitalism. I got that right, haven't I? With me today we have Kira.
Hi.
We have Steve.
Hello.
We have Alan.
Hi.
And we have Richard.
Hello.
Before we get started, I have a message from the omnibus of imbeciles. This show will contain spoilers. Home Alone was released under what title in France?
No.
This came up on a quiz very recently and I've completely forgotten the answer.
So you know the actual answer, or you think?
Yeah.
Forget your child, it's the French way.
What? No.
I'm detecting a theme here.
I didn't even know I'd been released in France.
Oh, they went that far, yeah.
I thought they were trying to ship out all the Americans.
Well, they missed this one, and that's a clue.
Missing family?
Not quite. You're heading in the right direction.
Put the kid in an orphanage.
Wow, that's an orphanage and a half. Setting people on fire, shooting them in the face with shotguns.
Gave my kid a bit too much wine.
No, that's very
France.
French. That's very French.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Too much wine in France? Okay.
It was Mum, I missed the plane.
That was it.
And what did they call Home Alone 2 in France?
I've missed the bloody plane again.
I missed the second one.
Missed the plane again.
The bastards took off without me.
What has happened in the UK every Christmas since 1982, except in 1984?
The Wizard of Oz.
That would be a bit before that, wouldn't it? Because it was
It's been happening. Oh, actually, no, that was the 70s. It was every Christmas from like 1968 onwards.
Is that the Sound of Music on television on Christmas Day?
something was on television every Christmas.
Queen's speech?
Oh, Madge. Yeah.
No,
Queen.
no. I think she was every year. I don't think they
Was she?
apart from the last few years.
Won't be on this year. Yeah.
No,
The Christmas special of EastEnders?
that would be every year. There's one year where this thing didn't happen. What came out roughly in the 80s? Very popular Christmas.
AIDS.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Would it be, there'll be a Christmas #1, some sort of single?
I think TV. Although there was, I don't know if the song in this ever hit #1, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Band-Aid was 1985?
Yeah.
A royal sex tape, or I don't know.
That'd be a much better Christmas.
Was Prince Andrew in the country at the time?
It was in something, but not the country. Yeah.
And the U Award goes to Alan.
A short film.
The Snowman.
Yes, The Snowman.
Oh,
The Snowman played on UK TV every year except 1984.
Put George Orwell on. Literary joke there.
Oh yeah, it took me a bit too long to click to that
come
one.
on. I'm here all night.
Unfortunately.
Thanks very much.
I could feel the bullets whizzing past. Jim Carrey compared wearing his Grinch makeup to being buried alive. What was one thing he did to cope with this process?
Didn't get buried alive?
I'm not sure how that would help him cope with the process.
Got cremated?
Oh, actually, you're not actually that far off.
What?
You'll see that.
He used to smoke endlessly
Correct. Yes.
in a suit that was highly flammable.
You got the answer in one there. Yes, he smoked using an extra long cigarette holder because the costume was covered in yak hair that was flammable. What advice did Michael Caine give to Kermit the Frog on the set of Muppet Christmas Carol?
Only blow the bloody doors off.
Yeah. Stop chucking them flaming spears at me.
Cut down on the physical gags.
Look, Zulus, thousands of them.
I need to watch that movie.
There's got to be a pork joke in here as well.
Now you're doing callbacks to series one.
Yeah.
How did we do that whole pork gag and never mention Miss Piggy? Seriously.
Her lawyers wouldn't let us.
Said, never blink.
He's got that covered.
What happened when Will Ferrell walked through the Lincoln Tunnel in his elf costume?
Someone tried to mug him.
Someone
No.
tried to buy him.
Buy him.
Buy his services. put that elf on my shelf.
He obviously didn't get paid very well for that movie.
You got elf or bad Santa, you choose.
Something went a little bit wrong. Not for Will, but for people around him.
When was it filmed? It would have been summertime, so we had very confused people.
That's not really relevant. They were confused, but the time of year wasn't confused.
They're in the dark, aren't they? They're in a tunnel.
Well, there'll be lots of car lights down there.
True.
Yeah, that could be it, the fact he's walking down a car tunnel.
The cars, something to do with it?
The car crash?
Yeah. Yeah, several minor car accidents happened due to drivers being distracted.
Where have I won? What have I won? A speedboat?
You could have a miniature one from Toys R Us. Think of a quote or a title or a character name or anything from a movie or TV show and replace one of the words with the words Sugar Plum Fairy.
The Day of the Sugar Plum Fairy?
Be a much nicer film than The Jackal, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, much nicer. Very pretty.
The name's Fairy, Sugar Plum Fairy.
News at Sugar Plum Fairy?
I'll be Sugar Plum Fairy.
You have to explain that one.
I'll be back.
Ah, okay.
I'll be Sugar Plum Fairy. One Sugar Plum Fairy to rule them all.
Use the Sugar Plum Fairy.
2001, a Sugar Plum Fairy?
No, I am your Sugar Plum Fairy.
You're a Sugar Plum Fairy, Harry.
Well, that always gives
That
job so much.
Completely alters the film series.
Yeah, just so we don't typecast you. You're a Sugar Plum Fairy.
Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Yes.
Mock the Sugar Plum Fairy?
Nice.
We usually do, yeah.
Get away from her, you Sugar Plum Fairy.
Do you feel lucky, Sugar Plum Fairy?
You're starting to sound like a Sainsbury's ad now.
It is, yeah.
This isn't any Sugar Plum Fairy, it's an M&S Sugar Plum Fairy.
Yeah, I was going to say every Sugar Plum Fairy counts.
Sugar Plum Fairies of the Caribbean.
Have you got these written down on your car?
Wow.
Hours working them out.
Well, I actually think that's a nightclub in Jamaica.
Yeah. Care to explain how you know that?
No. Banana.
Last Christmas I gave you my Sugar Plum Fairy.
Oh, now there's your
I
present.
didn't quite wham it, but we're okay.
Why was the snow so loud in early movies? So we're talking black and white days.
You mean when there wasn't sound?
Not quite that early.
Need to mask it because there wasn't any sound.
Is it because they were using some sort of fan to blow the stuff in to make it...
You're on the right line, not a machine though. You're on the right lines that they were using something that was making a lot of noise.
People were actually blowing it themselves.
Dropping bags off the top and shaking the bags to get it to fall down?
No, oh, this stuff would fall quite quickly.
Okay.
They opened a door, the wind blew.
Oh, this was when it was cocaine and everyone was sniffing it instead.
Not quite cocaine. It's a little like that, but those C, stick with C.
Concrete.
It's snowing.
In the end, nobody could move.
It was made out of cornflakes.
Okay.
Yeah, they used to use cornflakes for snow back in the day.
Well, did they have to paint each one of them?
Well, it'd be black and white, so you wouldn't know they were
good
orange.
point.
Yeah, the invention of colour television was a bugger for the people having to paint the cornflakes.
Yeah.
Don't eat the yellow cornflakes.
Yellow snow.
No, do eat the yellow cornflakes.
Just not the yellow snow.
Not the yellow snow, yeah.
But if you were hungry halfway through the take, you'd just be like, ah.
That's the problem. That's why they stopped using cocaine.
The other problem
Yeah.
is that you have to do very short takes because then you have to follow up with the milk to go on top. So
Yes, it was on A Wonderful Life where they first used a mixture of foamite, which is a firefighting chemical, soap and water that was then pumped through high-pressure wind machines. But before then, yeah, it was just cornflakes. How did director Richard Donner get his entire cast and crew Christmas Day off against the wishes of the studio during filming of Scrooged? So the studio being right bar humbug, because they wanted the entire cast and crew to work through Christmas Day.
did he die?
That's dedication.
He did finish the movie.
Going to make Boxing Day interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, winning the award. Coughing on stage.
Did he pay for the day off for everybody?
No, more drastic than that.
Or did you just burn down the studio?
That's a little too extravagant. If you land it between that and what Richard said, you
Threatened to quit.
ooh, you're getting so close, but not.
Threatened to burn down the studio.
Threatened to burn the place down, yeah.
And no, he fired the entire cast of crew on December the 24th and then rehired them all on the 26th.
That's clever. That's clever.
On a slightly similar theme, why were the cast and crew of It's a Wonderful Life given a day off to recuperate?
Because of all that bloody crap that got blown in the faces.
Flame retardant.
To warm back up again?
No, this would be the opposite of warming back up again.
Cool down?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Despite the movie being set at Christmas, it was filmed during a heat wave. The iconic scene where George runs through snow-swept Belford Falls was actually filmed on a scorching July day.
Wow.
And everyone had to be given a day to recuperate afterwards, because they're all in winter costumes.
Heat stroke, yeah.
Yeah. What movie prop might you find in a graveyard in Shrewsbury?
I've been to the graveyard in Shrewsbury, but didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Have you?
Apart from gravestones.
What are you doing in a graveyard in Shrewsbury?
What do you think I'm doing in the graveyard in Shrewsbury?
I don't know, but the police caught up with you.
Well, it's either robbing flowers for somebody in hospital.
Yeah.
Or visiting a grave, perhaps?
No, if you want cheap flowers, just buy a house near a crossroads.
Yeah, that's how I should.
I like the practical tip there.
Just saying. Oh, but graveyard in Shrewsbury.
They do have them. They're allowed to have them.
Are they?
Yeah.
The dead centre of Shrewsbury, that is.
Ooh. Town centre.
So there's a prop of something. It's not an elephant or something silly.
Something a bit smaller than that, but the movie studio have left it there. It's been there since the film was made in 1984.
What was the film?
Yeah, go on.
It'll give it away if I tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah, so tell us.
Was it 4 weddings and a funeral?
In 1984?
Was that around there?
No.
Give us a hint of the film.
It's like probably one of the most famous Christmas films, classic Christmas films ever.
It's not Die Hard, that's for certain.
No, goes back further than that. This film had been made quite a few times before 1984. That was a remake. There have been many subsequent remakes.
Is it a Christmas Carol?
It is a Christmas Carol, yes.
I don't know, Kermit the Frog is just chilling there on a gravestone.
That'd be later. Wasn't that made in the 90s? The internet's going to correct me if I'm wrong on that one.
Is it going to be his gravestone?
It is, yes. It's Ebenezer Scrooge's gravestone.
Oh, right.
The filmmakers, well, as far as I'm aware, it was an actual grave that nobody knew who was in it. The records of who was in it had been lost. So they asked the local council permission to engrave Ebenezer Scrooge in it and then left it there afterwards.
That poor person, whoever's buried there, is just called Ebenezer Scrooge. Yeah.
Coming up to the grave going, yeah. That's cruel, isn't it?
In fact, because they made quite a lot of the movie in Shrewsbury and they'll do a complete tour. There are guided tours around the city of the filming locations. How did a member of the crew on It's a Wonderful Life accidentally earn themselves an extra $10?
Is this basically a It's a Wonderful Life quiz, is it?
Well, I mean, it does provide
There's
so many...
9/10 of the questions are there, yeah.
You'd be amazed, like, when you're looking for Christmas questions, it does crop up quite a lot.
Did he have a speaking part?
No, but you're right to think sound.
A walk-on part?
No.
Did he direct?
No.
Wilhelm scream. No, that was far later.
That'd be later, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, much later, but Wilhelm scream is.
I can just do a cut together every time Alan just goes, no. I've got my own minion sat here next to me, no.
It was 50 years ago when I saw the film. I can't remember getting up this morning. How am I supposed to remember that?
You know, this is a quiz, yeah?
Is it?
You can have your cocoa in a minute.
Nursey told me I could.
He's out of bed again.
Do you know who I am? Because I don't.
Did he play an instrument or did he sing in one of the choirs?
No, not really. It wasn't quite as sort of curated as that. It was more accidental.
He probably chucked a line in when he shouldn't have said anything.
Another actor chucked a line in response to what he did.
Right.
They improvised
Did he
around.
drop a piece of equipment or something and then bang?
I'll give it to you. They dropped a large tray of props. Uncle Billy was drunk in this particular scene. It just wandered out of frame when this particular crash happened. And it sounded like he'd drunkenly walked into some trash cans, 'cause it was in America. So actor Thomas Mitchell improvised a line around it. Director Frank Capra used that take in the movie and paid the crew member $10 for it for improving the movie. And if anyone's interested, $10 in 1945 equates to about 175 today.
Wow.
What's that in real money?
Yeah, British money.
Someone do an equation, stick it in the comments. And that is the end of this episode. Merry fucking Christmas to you all. I wasn't keeping a track of who won this one. They have been Kira, Steve, Alan, Richard.
I don't know what I'm waving at. What camera?
That one, with that one. We're on that one.
Where's my patient? We're on that one, are we?
We're on that one, yes.
Hi.
That was the quietest end to a quiz show I've ever done. Goodbye.